It's Y94.1, the Bay's Party Station, Y941.com. We got hip-hop royalty in the building. King Combs was popping.
Yeah, what's up, man? It's
Dog,
King Combs, I'm here. Tampa, what up?
I got to tell you, man, let me tell you, like, being an 80s baby, I know you're the 90s baby, but being an 80s baby, man, let me just tell you how pivotal Bad Boy was in me growing up. So
real.
this is awesome here because, like, stuff that, your pops did and created for the culture, dog.
Yeah.
Touched the heart, dog.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here. It's a blessing.
No doubt. And so how was that, man? Like, I know you got the record out with Chris Brown, Love You Better. Fire record, by the way. I love how you took the case. Touch Me, Tease Me, you flipped that.
Yeah, word.
Now, what was it like? I want to go back a little bit, to when you decided to start making music. How was that conversation with you and your pops and, how this all came about?
Well, I always had the dream of making music since I was real young, like 4 years old, 5 years old. Like, that was the first thing I ever wanted to be. And growing up, I never really, like, I played basketball and football and stuff, but I never really took that serious. But when I had the serious conversation with my pops, I was about 16. And it was when I already brought him a record. I just brought him a joint, performed it for him, and then we talked about it after. And he was just like, yo, you got some talent, so if you really want to do this and step into this business and take it serious, you got to go harder than the average person. You got to write your own rhymes, pick your own beats. Nothing going to be handed to you. So he just told me, like, yo, you really got to go hard. It's no play.
That's wise, man. And,
yeah.
And you're taking that and running with it.
Yes,
and it's
sir.
cool because it's like, I see you on your grind and the way you put out these videos and, you staying active, man. I mean, you caught my attention with the Paid in Full cypher.
Shout out CYN in the game. We in here. Caught Cash in the building.
Yeah, man.
Brooklyn in the house.
The whole gang was in there, man, doing it big, dog. Like, it's awesome to see that because, like, you definitely catch that that essence that is kind of lost. And, like, kind of where the new generation of music is going right now, you kind of see it and you kind of tap into somewhere like you grew up pretty much watching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, where do a lot of those influences come from outside of your pops? Like, who else did you listen to growing up?
Growing up, I listened to Nas, Snoop a lot, Biggie, Meek Mill, Drake, A$AP Rocky, Kanye, Hove. A lot of the greats definitely, like, shaped me as an artist. But I remember when I really started doing my research and why the 90s Baby mixtape that I just dropped like came about was because I was doing like research on Nas and Biggie and like Tupac and stuff like that. It really like seeing how great they were.
That's cool. And I saw that in All Eyes on C. You tap into the old Pac beat, man.
Word,
like what was that like? I know you get that LA vibe because you're out there as well.
Yeah.
I mean, do you kind of try to fuse both? Because your style is definitely New York. And you have that LA vibe to it with that record. Like, is that what a lot of how do you combine the two? How are you influenced by both ends of the coast?
Where the Pac beat actually came from YouTube. Like I was on some other instrumental. I think Jay-Z City Is Mine or something like that. And then that All Eyes on Me played next. And I was already in the booth, so I was like, hold on, I might as well just vibe with it real quick.
That's cool. Yeah. And we got King Combs here, man. Y94.1 we here. And, dog, you getting your fashion on, too. I see you, with the D&G and Tommy Hilfiger. How's that going for you as well?
Yeah, shout out Dolce & Gabbana. They flew me out to Milan like a year ago. That was crazy. That came randomly. They just called me up and was like, yo, we would like to have you come represent us and walk on the runway. And I never did nothing in modeling or fashion or nothing like that. Right. I always, fashion was a big part of my life and just swag in general. But to do that was crazy.
That's awesome.
It was dope though.
That's a move right there. And let's talk about too, being this 90s Babies project, you getting your dad on there. How awesome was it to have Puff on there and rock out with you on that record?
Senorita remix.
Yeah, that's wild. Because Senorita was my favorite record off of No Way Out, son.
Facts. I always love that song. Like, I feel like it was a hidden gem and people didn't really like get to really vibe with that song because it wasn't like Benjamin's and none of the mainstream hits. But I love Senorita, so I had to go finesse on that real quick.
That's fucking fire, dog. I love that shit. That's one of my favorite records off No Way Out, hands down.
Word, it's hard.
And like, so what do you want people to take away from you when they listen to King Combs for the first time, man? Like, how do you want to be, received well by the audience?
Yeah, I want them to know that, it's not a gimmick. This is what I really do as an MC, and I want them to just feel me and feel the music that I make and have fun when they listen to it, dance to it, and feel something from it.
And when you talk about dancing, I know, who's a better dancer between you and your pops, man? Did you ever have a dance-offs at the crib?
I'm going to give that to the OG. My pops, he got that one. He got that one.
We here with King Combs. He's got the new record, Love You Better with Chris Brown. Talk to me about how this record came about, because I saw that you there was a video of you performing it right next to like Hove and all these big cats. Like,
oh yeah, we're at the Rock Nation brunch. Yeah,
how
that was
that?
crazy.
That
was dope.
brunch was crazy. I feel like everybody was there.
Yeah, that was dope to have my song play in front of the greats like that. And the song actually came about. It was real organic. My man Rico was at a house party at French crib. He told me, pull up, yo, Chris here, Remy Ma here, French here, Zach here. So I pulled up anyways, and it was mad late. And then I seen Chris Brown. We was chopping it up for a bit. Then he played me his Heartbreak on the Full Moon album.
That's a long album, bro.
Yeah, definitely, but it was fire. And then I played him my mixtape, and he just loved the sound, like the 90s hip-hop sound that I had on the tape, and he really wanted to do something. So I paid him the Love You Better sample, Case, Touch Me, Tease Me. He was like, yo, we got to go crazy on this one time. Let's do it. So the next day we got in the studio. He laid the hook, verse, and it was crazy from there.
And you got the video on the way too, right? You just wrapped up.
Yeah, video about to drop.
Oh man, talk about this video,
in a few
dog.
days,
what can
man.
we
About to be
expect? Don't let too
crazy.
much out the bag.
It's about to be a movie, man. That's all I can say. It's
That's
a
cool.
movie.
And with Love You Better, will it be featured on the upcoming project you're working on right now?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Do you have a title for it, or is it G14 classified?
G14 classified. Top secret, baby. Top secret.
That's what's up, man. And yo, what is some of the greatest advice? Like, I mean, I know you had that conversation with your pops about, you know, when you wanted to step into the music role. From anybody else, like from some of the OGs that talked to you, who gave you some of the best advice when it comes to like this music game?
A lot of people giving me advice. I would say Busta Rhymes give some of the best advice. He would just say to keep your foot on their necks, not to ever let up no matter what you're doing. Just always keep going hard, stay in the studio, and be unique to yourself too. Don't take too much advice from outsiders because they may steer you in a different direction, and everybody got their own path.
Dope.
Yeah.
And when can we expect this project to drop?
I don't got a date for it yet. Yeah, I'm still working on it throughout the summer. About to go hard in the studio and just keep working.
That's what's up, man. King
Yeah.
Combs, appreciate the time, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate you rocking out. It's Wild 94.1.